University of Washington. Our up-to-date brackets of the Sacramento region. The top half getting underway tomorrow. A&M beating Portland State handily, and they face the winner of Gonzaga and North Carolina on Monday. Alan Hopkins alongside Krista Blanc, and Krista, 2 of the top 5 rated point guards in the nation in our Star Watch. Season and career high is 20. That was against St. Mary's last month. Tiffany Shives here from 3. She needed that to go. Gonzaga reclaimed the lead. Lucas is back in after battling through some leg issues. Her shot is blocked. It looked like she didn't quite have the lift in her legs. Vandersloot, Shives, 2 in a row, you bet. She's pumped up. Sylvia Hatchell wants a timeout, and here comes the crowd. What you love about the NCAA tournament, Chris, is players step up when the spotlight is the brightest. You can put Miss Broomfield in that category, matching a career high with 14 points tonight. She's got 13 boards, that's just 3 off her career high. Tiffany Shives on fire, 3 straight threes. She has come to life to spark the Zags in the second half. Oh, that was 3/4 of the way down and back out. Senior can't get it to go. DeGraff and Reed forcing the issue. No foul call. Bryson tips it to herself and clears. She's looking to push. Shives, why not? Oh! Tiffany Shives, 4 straight threes. Welcome to the second round of the 2010 Women's NCAA College Basketball Championship, presented on ESPN by Capital One. We're inside the Bank of America Arena in Seattle, Washington. Gonzaga and Texas A&M. What's at stake? A spot in the Sweet 16 in this tournament. Straight to our Sacramento region brackets. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Vanderbilt and Xavier. Those 2 playing on Tuesday on ESPNU. Time now for our Capital One starting lineups. First for Gonzaga, Vivian Friesen has 16 points and 13 boards in that first meeting. Tiffany Shives was the hero with 4 second-half threes in 3 minutes. On the other side, Texas A&M led by a couple of really talented players, none more talented than Tanisha Smith, who was 1 assist shy of a first-round triple-double in their big victory over Portland State. Hello, everyone. Alan Hopkins alongside Krista Blanc. These 2 teams met on December 20th. Texas A&M won by 4. Since, the Zags have rattled off 19 straight victories. And they're gunning for their first appearance in the Sweet 16, while Texas A&M looking for their 3rd consecutive trip to the Sweet 16. She has missed 4 second-half free throws as she goes to the bench for a much-needed rest. Redmond on a tough backdoor bounce pass. 3 on 2. Here comes Smith. Carter running the lane. Smith calls her own number and 1. Gary Blair with a little hot step as A&M will not go away in this half. 4th foul on Courtney Vandersloot. Big moment. Free throw shooting again. Plaguing A&M. 3-point Aggies lead. Vandersloot still in there. Colson been hounding and dogging her defensively. They meet you if you can with a good head. Shives a good pump fake. Friesen for 3. Yes! She buries the pair. 5th tie in the second half. Smith and Adams carrying away for A&M. They have 24 second-half points. Back pass. Vandersloot the steal. 3 on 2. Shives trailing. Shives a 3. You bet! Gonzaga have climbed back in front. They lead by 3. What a second half we have had. Vandersloot hasn't had many assists tonight, but Krista, maybe none bigger than this one for Shives. She had that tremendous 3-minute stretch, 4 second-half threes, 16 first-half, second-half points, I should say, that really paced Gonzaga. And again, stepping up when it matters most, the senior, type 1 diabetic, one of the most delightful women in this program. Her coach, full of praise. for the type of person she is on and off the court. A game-high 14 tonight. Inside the final minute. A&M being patient. Smith, good pump fake. Got two Bulldogs in the air and gets it to go and one. Thank you very much. Texas A&M has climbed all the way back in this contest. Down by 13 in this half. They lead by 1. But Gonzaga have the ball. 30 seconds to go with a chance for their first trip to the Sweet 16. Here's Friesen. Screen from Shives. She pumps. Good defense on the overplay. 12 on the shot clock. Friesen creates some room for the shot and gets it to go. What a great game. 5 ties, 6 lead changes, all in the last 20 minutes of regulation. A&M playing for their 3rd consecutive trip to the Sweet 16. Meanwhile, Gonzaga having a year to remember, looking for their 20th straight win, which would earn them a spot in their first Sweet 16. 6 to go. Carter has to go. Adams sees it from the corner. No! Loose ball, and Gonzaga live to play another day, and they advance to the program's first ever Sweet 16. Welcome back to the championship week presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. It's the 2010 Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference Tournament Championship game. The Bears of Morgan State look to make it 2 straight MEAC tournament titles, and they take on the Bulldogs of South Carolina State. We go to the bracket, and each team's road to today's MEAC title game. Morgan State, the #1 seed, playing like it. Meanwhile, South Carolina State had to survive an overtime scare against Delaware State to advance to their first championship game since 2003. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alan Hopkins alongside Stephen Howard, and South Carolina State not expected to be here. Meanwhile, the Bears of Morgan State very much expected to be here, living up to the tag as the best team in the conference. Welcome back to Championship Week, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. The 2010 MEAC Conference Championship game. Here's how each team got to today's final. Morgan State beating Hampton, who was upset-minded throughout the tournament. Meanwhile, South Carolina State, not expected to be here, get it done in overtime against Delaware State. Alan Hopkins, Stephen Howard, so glad you could join us. And Stephen, I think your point is very good, and we can talk more about it. Maybe the nerves with an opportunity to go to the NCAA tournament, the biggest factor here so far. Up ahead, Reggie Holmes, strong, gets it to go. Exactly what you would expect from Morgan State's all-time leading scorer. He's got 12. Yep. We're talking about one of the most talented freshmen you're going to find in the nation, Dwayne Jackson. South Carolina State missed their last 5 field goals, and they turn it over. Up ahead, good pass from Holmes to Joe Davis for the layup. And Morgan State up by 6. First bucket for Joe tonight. The Bulldogs played an overtime game last night against the Hornets of Delaware State. Squandered a big double-digit lead before prevailing in overtime. Good pump fake and bucket. Troy Smith, timeout. Tim Carter in South Carolina State. Morgan State in a game of runs, putting one together themselves, and they lead by 8 in the 2010 MEAC Championship game, trying to make it 2 tournament titles in a row. Thanks, Sean. Well, it was a month ago yesterday that Jerome Dyson hurt his knee that resulted into his season-ending knee surgery. I talked to Jerome earlier today when the team got to the arena. He said the knee is doing better than he expected. He expects to be back sometime right around the fall time. But the one thing he did say is that he felt like he let his teammates down, but they did a good job of picking up. He's here with the team, hoping to support them as they try to get off the schneid here in New York the last couple of years, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Coach Boeheim, you thought Aaron Devendorf had won it for you 2 hours ago in regulation. How did your team persevere and come out on top?
I just got to tell you, I'm more proud of this team tonight than any team I've ever coached, because we had nothing. We had nobody out there for a long time. Connecticut had their good players for a couple, 3 overtimes. We finally got them out of there, and then it was kind of even. But the heart we showed coming back from 6 points down in 1 overtime, the plays we made, I've never been prouder of a team than these guys tonight. They just kept fighting. They would not lose this game. I'm very proud of this team. I can't say enough about him. And this guy next to you, he's got the biggest heart of anybody I've ever seen.
Johnny Flynn was incredible. How terrific was his performance tonight, particularly in the overtime?
He was unbelievable the whole game. I mean, he was really spectacular. I don't know how he could last that long and do what he did. I really don't. Andy made some threes. I don't know where he got them from. You know, you draw up plays and you just hope. And tonight they worked, but it's because of these kids. They were unbelievable tonight.
All right, thanks, Coach. Johnny, what a game. What did you keep telling your teammates after each successive overtime?
You know, first and foremost, I just want to give all the glory to God. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have put a game out like this. But, you know, I just kept telling my teammates, this is destined for us. You know, we down 5 with 1.5 minutes left, and somehow we come back and tie it up. I said, you know, we played this long, all we could do is win the game. So I just give it to my teammates. We played hard and really got a good win over here.
Congratulations on an incredible win. You got to play West Virginia tonight,
man.
so get some rest.
Definitely.
We'll see you down the road. Back to you, John.